Hi, and welcome to the channel. I'm Robin,
I'm Troy.
and we are here to tell you about how we became the accidental cruisers. This is a whole funny story, and we are on a fabulous adventure, so we want to tell you about it, and we want to go through the different stages of it. So we're going to try to put out a blog probably about once every 2 or 3 days. We're going to go ahead and tell you what we think of the trip that we're on right now. But yeah, it's going to be a great adventure, and we're really looking forward to it.
I know I am.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So here we go. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you how we became the accidental cruisers. So we just recently in the last couple of years found a love for cruising that we did not have before, but now we're total converts. Now, we have always loved travel separately and together, but now we have gotten to where cruising is like our main passion. And I had kind of a weird little scenario going. Do you want to tell them about it?
You just go right ahead.
Okay, so I was on the internet. This was January 2023. So we'd only been cruising for less than a year at this point. I was looking up cruises. I was trying to find something that looked good. This is whenever the prices were still much more reasonable after COVID, and I was looking for a deal. So that's all I was caring about, is how much was it going to cost us per day to do whatever we were going to do. So I came across this cruise that said 15 nights to Spain from Galveston. I was like, awesome, let's do that. I was like, I've never been to Spain. I've been to Europe, but never been to Spain. You know what? That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I've never been to Spain.
Yeah, he's never been either. So I booked it because I book everything. I plan everything. He just goes along for the ride. So I booked it, and I sent him out the itinerary, and I said, okay, here we go.
You sent it out a couple of days later.
A couple days later, here you go. And then he decided
I told a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, I sent it to him, hey man, take a look at this. You might want to look at this. It's a pretty good trip should be going on.
Yeah. And he sent it to his wife.
Yep.
And then he checked in with him and found out that they booked it. Well, then I sent him the itinerary, because I hadn't sent him the itinerary yet. I just sent him, hey, it's 15 days and this is the price, and it was a really good price. And I was like, awesome. And it's a whole year and almost a year and a half away. We got plenty of time to get ready for it. So then he looks at the itinerary.
And then I say, hey, you do realize this trip is one way. They're dropping us off and leaving us in Spain, right?
And I said, what? I did not know. I didn't catch it. I was news to cruising. I didn't realize that they had these repositioning cruises, transatlantic, transpacific cruises, where they just move ships around and you just go on a one-way. I had no idea. So then we had our friends over for dinner one night, and
he said, I said, hey man, y'all you getting ready for cruise and everything. I said, hey, you do realize that's a one way and leaves you in Spain, right? He said, what?
They did not know either. I didn't know. I booked it. He looked at it. His wife booked it. They did not even realize that it was a one-way, and we're like, well, that just happened. Yep. So we are the accidental cruisers going on our first time transatlantic, completely like unprepared when we booked it. But I wasn't going to unbook it at that point. I wasn't going to cancel it. I figured if it happened, there must have been a reason.
And we both had enough life experience where if something throw a curve at you, you just got to be ready.
We're just going to roll with it. We're just going to roll with it. So that is where we are at right now. We left Galveston yesterday, and we are on the. Do you remember what ship we're on?
Nope. It's the something.
Seriously, he never details. We are on the Voyager of the Seas.
We're on a ship in the ocean.
We're on a ship in the ocean. But we're on the Voyager of the Seas, and it's a 15 nights. It leaves May 1st, and it lands us in Spain on May 16th. Now, the nice thing about transatlantics is that you get a lot of sea days, which are really important, because I have to work while we're on the ship. He works too. He works a little bit too, but I have a very regimented schedule for my work. Unfortunately, I cannot leave my work. I'm a company of one, and there is nobody to do the work that I do whenever I'm not working. So I did take off yesterday while we had our travel day. Still ended up having to work a little bit. Thanks, guys.
It happens.
But went back to work today, and so what we're going to do is we're going to tell you all about this trip as our first time cruisers doing this transatlantic, what it means to us, how we feel like the vibe is different from the other cruises we've taken, and this is our 10th cruise, so we're still fairly new, but we're catching up. So I'm now platinum on Royal. So we're trying to level up at Royal so that we can get all of those great perks you get with the Royal
perks that are,
yeah, you do.
And it's worth getting to.
Absolutely. This one I was really excited about because I got robes. So you get a robe whenever you're, at enrolled with Royal. But by the time we get back, I'll be 2 points away.
There's the robes.
No, I'm sorry, platinum. I'm platinum.
I see the robes now.
Yeah, the robe is right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're going to tell you all about this, but not just the trip as far as from the boat standpoint, but how I feel about working. A lot of times people are scared to move around and work. Will I have good Wi-Fi? Will I be distracted? Of course, that's up to you. I'm very dedicated. I'm very focused on my work. I have a great work ethic, so my work really matters to me. But it is a little taxing sometimes, knowing that everybody else is having fun without me.
Especially everybody else here on the cruise.
Yeah.
Everybody's retired and not working, not doing anything.
Yes, and that's the other thing. This is definitely a different kind of ship as far as the people that are on it, the passengers. But we're going to have a great time, and we're going to really tell you the ins and the outs, the things that we like and we don't like about this transatlantic. So far, it's been smooth sailing. We have not had bad weather. It was a little bit yesterday whenever we left Galveston.
Except but running over that little girl, but that's another story.
I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to cut that out. I can't believe you just said that. We're just going to cut. Anyways, so this one's going to be really short because we just really wanted to tell you what we were doing, where we're going, and as we go along, we're going to give you more details and show you things around the ship. It's totally a different vibe than every other trip that we've been on.
It's a midline size ship. It's not the biggest one we've been on with this particular line. But it's got its nice little niches to it.
It does. I think it's really going to be good. So we hope that you can stay along and you watch these vlogs that we're going to put out, and we're really looking forward to it. So thanks so much for watching.
It's going to be a great time. Yeehaw.
Bye.